St. Stephen's is a church, an Episcopal church located in Ferguson, Missouri, a diverse assembly of seekers of various ages, colors, and points of view. Established more than 120 years ago, St. Stephen's has been an important and beloved community of faith, located within a community in almost constant transition.
It is an amazing place. It's a very old church, over 100 years old, 130 years old, and has gone through a lot of transformations in that time.
For us here, it's always been if you are really living the good news, then you're going to be sharing that good news, and there's a lot of different ways to do that.
Church is community, so what does that look like? That means us being in community with other people. We are from here, we live here, so it's important for us to be incorporated in that way.
In fact, St. Stephen's is all about community, having consistently reached out to the town and the residents that surround it. Historically, St. Stephen's has focused its considerable energies on the community of Ferguson, and that outreach has steadily grown and increased through the years.
If you go back just a few years to where we had the tragedy that hit us in the community, our response was one of how can we help, and we fed the community. That's one of our big strengths as this particular church is food is always central to everything.
So the food pantry is, we get the list for all the stuff they need, we go out and buy it.
And we'll get it all, we'll load it in the back of our truck and then take it to the actual pantry here at the church.
We do it once a month and it's pretty fun actually.
There is an impact that St. Stephen's is definitely a part of, and I feel proud to be a part of that.
Likewise, the people of Ferguson have come to St. Stephen's for assistance, for nourishment, for education, for socializing, for entertainment, and of course for spiritual growth. For many of the people of Ferguson, St. Stephen's is a second home.
They're a home to any community member who's seeking one. Whether you need a place to come to enrich your faith or to enrich your service to the community, to enrich your lives with art or music. Well, I mean, St. Stephen's does everything.
So it has all of the kinds of things that traditional churches have in terms of worship and Bible study and pastoral care, and the addition has been over this last 12-year period being much more engaged with the community and in collaborations.
The best way I can describe it is an outward-facing church. It basically does what it needs to do to support the community and support the residents.
In many churches, outreach is an important part of the mission, but somehow separate from what happens on Sunday morning. At St. Stephen's, outreach, caring for the community that surrounds it, is part of the very fabric of the church community. At St. Stephen's, community isn't just a part of the mission, it is the mission.
There's a lot of community outreach here, as well as just a good community itself contained within St. Stephen's.
Actually, it's not just outreach, it's sort of the incorporation in terms of you have the faith-based community and then we're in a greater community, and so it just expands that. And not just an outreach, but a collaboration in engaging of the greater community in all that we do.